So here we have a straight on, and so I've done a step-by-step for you that we can just run through here to reinforce the point that's just been made live. Simple, symmetrical construction. This can be interpreted and translated, at least in the very beginning stages, to make sure that we have something that's going to work for us, like this. And then we add to it some of these construction forms. And if we're taking the time to do it as an exercise, we can really work out exactly what all of those shapes and lines are doing. And if we marry it together, that's how that construction lays on the face. I know this looks harsh, and I know that it even looks a little bit artificial. I'm going to talk to you a little bit further about that in a moment, so hold on for that. But in the same process that we've gone through in the 3/4 angle, if we had a straight on view, this is the process that we could go through to do the same. And a stronger side view, we can break it down just like this. And if we lay that drawing back over top of the photograph, you'll see how that construction matches up with that figure. A wireframe. Once again, longitude and latitudinal lines, including additional lines that describe plane changes to give us what the big simple forms are, and a suggestion of the three-dimensional nature of the subject. And yet, we're looking at a model, at a person who is a young woman with soft features, and what comes out when you do this exercise is something that looks very harsh. And a lot of students start getting this, but they flinch, and frankly, they even panic a little bit because the drawing is so strong, so firm, and so harsh, it feels like they're losing the quality and the character of the model, especially in a case and with a model like this. So I want to reassure you that this is not an end in and of itself, but once again, an exercise that helps you get there. So I want to point you back to this drawing that we looked at last week. And I think this drawing does a reasonable job of getting the feminine quality and the softness that is part of her character. But it did start with that drawing that we looked at before. Once again, I'm pointing out that the drawing looks quite gritty because I didn't draw it hard and firm like we've been doing in today's and last week's demonstration. I drew it very light, very soft, very delicately, so much so that I've had to amp up the contrast so you can at least see it clearly. Right now we are doing exercises, learning how to observe and make commitments to what those forms are with our committed lines. And that will serve us when we go to do actual final drawings. And so they build up and lead us to something that has the quality that we're looking for. So with that, we need to let you go to get out there and get that homework assignment. I've already given it to you. You know what to do. I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with and talking with you again next week. And next week, it's going to be a big time for us because we will get to make this transition. We'll get to make the transition from line drawings into the values of light and shadow.